So I know the trailer came out yesterday, but I just was doing other stuff and I just didn't get to it. But hey, better late than never, because this is wow. I didn't realize this was coming out this soon, and by this soon I mean next month of this year. That is that we got our first trailer for the Knights of Gwenivere, or at least the trailer for the pilot. Now, Knights of Gwenivere is Dana Terrence, the creator of Owl House's next big project. And everyone was kind of like, from that first teaser we saw last year, it looks like a brutal, visceral kind of story. And in here, we get more of the story. We get everything else, and it looks, damn, I gotta say it. Dana is exercising some mouse-shaped demons because, damn, like Disney. I don't know how bad. I'm sure it was bad. I have no doubt in my mind it was a bad parting of ways between Dana and Disney. But if she's doing a whole show to like rip them a new asshole, it must have been like ugly to no end. So, I wish, first and foremost, I wish Dana Terrence the best of luck on this series, and I really do hope that this show is going to be awesome. This really does feel like Ghost in the Shell meets BioShock. It gives me a lot of that feel. The story of what we see is that the story is that two kids have met a android named Gwen, and it's part of a dystopian kind of theme park kind of thing. Again, the aesthetic really does look like Ghost in the Shell and BioShock, and there is a bit of a fantasy element, but that looks more like a movie, and it looks brutal as hell. This thing just looks like it's not going to be for shits and giggles. I'm sure there's going to be laughs, but they're going to be like, ha ha ha, I don't know what to do other than laugh. I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, because this looks like it's just going to, like, Owl House had moments of, like, horror, but it had humor and stuff to, like, balance it out. Here, on the other hand, this series looks like it's just going to rip your heart out. And probably your guts, too, because there's some serious gore in here already. And I also like how Dana's basically not even hiding the fact that she's critiquing Disney as a whole. Like, this whole thing just feels like hey, mouse! Meh. Like, that's what it feels like the whole way around. I really do feel like that, this is going to be brutal. Like, you see little digs at, like, a live-action Gwenivere announcement, and someone's like, no one asked for this live-action remake, or things like that. It's clearly critiquing corporations on a whole, namely the theme park that she was a part of, and you clearly see that one character looks very much like a whiter, a much heavier set, shall we say, Walt Disney. Yeah, so I do like that, and I already would like to see, like, a Knights of Gwenivere Bendy and the Ink Machine crossover. It just, like, there's a lot of parallels between, I already feel some parallels between Bendy and Knights of Gwenivere. I also really like that this series is something that feels wholly unique. Like, it feels like it doesn't feel like a show you have seen before. It feels like wholly original. It doesn't feel like Dana is doing the same hat trick over again, which I feel like some creators do tend to do in some cases, is that they will try to do the same trick over again, and in turn, you just kind of feel like you know where we're going with this. So this feels wholly opposite. And the animation, good sweet Christ, I love this animation as a whole. I really do like this animation, and Glitch is clearly getting up there in terms of popularity. Like, indie creators, I am so happy. Like, say what you want. Okay, I'm going to say something right now. I'm going to say something, and you guys can bitch and moan in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't fucking care. But say what you want about Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Whether you like it, whether you hate it, whether you are ambivalent, or whether you got tired of the show, you have to take into account, regardless of where you stand, Had it not been for the popularity of Has Been Hotel and it kicking open the door for animator, for like, whether you like or hate Vivzie, that doesn't matter. What she did was important. That's the big thing, is that what she did for for indie animators across the board, and even like mainstream animators too. Like, again, Dana can now do stuff like this. None of this would have been possible without Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss and the popularity that got. You know, now Vivzie literally has creative control over her show on Amazon. On Amazon! You know, the evil corporation that is run by the living Lex Luthor, but way less interesting Lex Luthor, I should say. She's got full creative control on Amazon. So, yeah, Glitch, again, with Amazing Digital Circus and, you know, other shows popping up in animation and getting popularity in their own rights, there is so much out there that is, and again, indie animators and, you know, mainstream animators are now, like, in droves, building something without major corporation oversight. So it's a great, like, again, it's kind of like, and I go back to this all the time, and I just talked about it in my review on Patreon for Toxic Avenger, where had it not been for the popularity of Terrifier 3, that Toxic Avenger remake would have never been made, like, point blank. So there you have, like, sometimes, regardless of how you feel about a movie, the popularity it has and it kicking open the door for everyone else to come through. So again, I'm not trying to make this like a glazing of Has Been Hotel. I'm really not. I'm just saying, without it, we would not have I don't think Glitch would have been as popular as a channel as it is now. And again, it wouldn't have attracted, like, again, Dana Terrence to be part of this. And I am so ready to see Disney get ripped a new asshole in the most creative way possible. And I'm probably going to have some trauma here. Yeah, so I'm excited. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Knights of Gwenivere trailer? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.